the greatest general ever, besides Patton.
Welcome to the Empty Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast. Eric can't hear the drops, but he's here via Skype. We'll take some of that Skype money if you got some laying around Skype. It's okay. Josh getting ready to knock off his FSA Draft, getting ready to kick it off. For you all that don't remember, we'll break it down exactly what it is. But how you doing, Eric?
I'm good. How are you guys?
Oh, we're doing great.
I'm hanging in there.
Josh is loving life.
I'm glad we got the remote setup working here. This is nice.
It's not the way you guys wanted it, but it's the way it's going to be for now.
No, we're gonna get it. We're gonna get it going.
You got to start crappy and get better, because if we start good and get crappy, that doesn't look good.
Right.
It doesn't work that way.
Got to go up, right? Got to dig yourself out of that hole.
But yeah, Josh is getting ready to kick off his FSA Draft. Fantasy Sports Alliance Draft. It's a 2 QB league, 16-round draft. Any other stuff we got to mention out here, Josh? You got the
2 QB.
7th pick?
I have the 9th pick.
9th pick.
2 QB, half point. It's looking pretty good so far. There's already been 3 picks made. Alvin Kamara, then Saquon, then Christian McCaffrey. Pretty much the usual suspects.
Pretty
I mean, half
yeah.
PPR, I think that takes away from McCaffrey and Barkley a little bit and shoots Kamara up a little bit.
Mm-hmm.
That's all standard stuff. So there's some news that happened.
We do have some news. Zeke is working on his deal, supposedly. I mean, might be signed by the time this draft is done. Is that going to change the way you're drafting, Josh?
No. If Zeke falls to me, I will draft him. No questions asked.
Well, I mean, at 9, yes, but do you think he's going to fall that far?
No, I don't expect him to fall that far.
If he falls that far, there's an issue somewhere.
You should probably take the Chiefs' new running back with the 9th pick.
Yeah, the Chiefs got them a new running back, which makes things very complicated for
everybody.
Your running back in redraft, right, Brad?
Yeah.
No,
especially for Brad.
No, your other running back.
I got Chris Carson.
Okay. You also have Damian Williams. So, if so facto, that's not good.
Ipso facto. Yeah, a lot of moves yesterday. Big time moves on cutdown day.
Was there anything you guys were surprised about on cutdown day?
I was surprised that the Texans moved Clowney. I'm surprised they got that done.
I was surprised Josh Doxson got cut by the Redskins.
Yeah, that one was kind of surprising because he was supposed to be the guy, and obviously that didn't come to fruition, but still, very disappointing that I think he'll land somewhere, right?
Probably. They were trying to trade him. They couldn't get what they wanted, so they cut him.
Hoyer got cut, just
Brian
like I
Hoyer?
said he would.
Yep.
Just like I said he would.
Well, also, the Packers cut all their quarterbacks except Aaron Rodgers.
Surprise.
Oh, no, I'm sorry, not the Packers. The Packers tried to cut Deshaun Kaiser, but the Seahawks cut all their quarterbacks except Wilson.
Well, the Broncos did too. They even put Drew Lock on IR, so we don't have a backup right now.
Yeah. I mean, they said they're going to re-sign.
Oh, that's right. Yeah, his thumb,
Geno
right?
Smith's going to get re-signed. Demaryius Thomas got cut after his big game.
Kind of sad.
But the Patriots are probably going to re-sign him again, or the Broncos are kicking the tires. Did you see that?
Yeah, I don't care about that.
Mm-hmm.
Why would we want him?
Did you guys see Melvin Gordon is allowed to seek a trade?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah, that one's kind of big news. I was very surprised about that. Well, I wasn't really surprised. I was surprised that they're just going to throw him aside now. And they're content with what they have there.
Do you guys think that they waited till these running backs got signed so he had a harder landing spot to find?
Oh, yeah. Chargers are vindictive. Horrible franchise.
Are they a horrible franchise? Eric Coryell?
Well, they said they're going to let him. I mean, if he does report, he's going to play on this contract, whether he likes it or not, if he reports. So they're not going to work with him anymore. They're going to let him seek a trade and come what may.
Do you think the Chargers are going to take anything less than a first-round pick for him, though? Since knowing that he has no power. Like, he can seek the trade offers, but if they don't like the deal...
I wouldn't take anything less than a first-rounder for
and everybody's like, oh, the Texans. Well, Texans don't have a first-round pick for the next 2 years, so that's probably off there.
They sure
Congratulations to Deshaun Watson. Good for you, bud. You finally got you an offensive.
Yeah, you
line.
got a starting left tackle that might actually be able to protect you.
Yeah,
Congratulations,
I'm
bud.
happy for him. Makes my dynasty team happy.
Isn't Tunsil the one that had the gas mask incident during the draft?
He sure is. He fell to what, like 13 or
Yeah.
something like that? He was supposed to get
Totally
top
worth
pick.
it.
Yeah. I mean, everybody did stupid stuff in college. Brad, you
Nope,
can
never
speak
done
to that.
anything
I
in
can
my
speak
life.
to that.
Never done anything stupid in my life.
Oh,
Sure.
so far, I will be picking next after this person. So after the big three, then Zeke, DeAndre Hopkins, Patty Mahomes. Remember, this is 2 QB, and then James Conner came off the board. You guys surprised by any of these moves so far?
Who went 5?
Nuke. DeAndre Hopkins.
At
He went at
5.
5, yeah.
In a half-point PPR.
Yes,
league.
and then Patty Mahomes and James Conner.
So if it's a half point per reception league, does that mean it's a full point per reception or a point and a half there, Eric?
Now, Nuke surprises me at 5 there in a half-point league. I think there's a lot of running backs that would probably be more valuable there in a half-point PPR system.
So the thing is this, is in this league, you only have to start one running back.
Right. But
You only
You only have to. You're allowed to start up to 3, but you have to start 2 wide receivers, and then you have a wide receiver running back flex, and then a regular flex on top of that.
But you're still getting 6 for a touchdown and then 1 point every 10 yards, correct?
for a running back?
Yeah, for
Yes.
a running back. And then half point per
Yes.
reception, just like a wide receiver. Yeah, I would have took a
And
running back at 5.
quarterback
but-
touchdowns are 6 point per touchdown pass?
Yeah, QBs. So the guy who got Patty Mahomes or girl, I don't know who that was, but they got him 6 pick. I'm okay with that.
In 2 QB league, 6 pick. I think still a little high for Patty Mahomes, but we called it. We said he will go in the first round.
Yeah, you got to pay that premium for 50 touchdowns, right?
Which I don't think he'll do that this year, but
No, he'll regress to the mean, but you're paying for what he did last year.
The
So
Chiefs have produced the number 1 quarterback the last 2 seasons. I'm just saying.
that's you know what? He's right, because he rode Alex Smith to a title.
Boom, baby.
He
Yep.
did.
And now you can ride LaShawn McCoy to
Ooh,
a
I
title.
can't.
No, not in redraft. You can't, bud.
No. But I don't think he's going to be the starter. Not too worried about that.
I think he's just going to mess with all the other running backs.
That's going to be a
undervalue.
3-way mess.
Yeah, you're going to see a running back by committee.
Just like
here.
Jalen Samuels and James Conner.
So Damian Williams still has his job, but what about the other Williams brother? How's he doing? You guys think he's going to get cut now?
No. They're going to keep 3.
That's 4.
All
Because
4.
they got
They'll keep
Darwin.
4. He can play special teams. That's a saving grace for him.
Yeah, Darwin Thompson will probably play
Yeah.
some special teams too. So
With movie history, you gotta kind of think he's might not be there. He's older. He's definitely on the wrong side of 30 now. So
Yup.
So this draft is kind of a slow roller, and this is the first time I've ever actually used MFL. And I gotta be honest with you guys, I'm not crazy about the draft board.
I wish we could see it, but you're holding it tight to the vest.
I'm not holding it tight to the vest. I'm just not crazy about it. Sorry.
what's the app called?
My fantasy life,
League.
my fantasy league. Sorry.
They
fantasy.
retweet all our shows. I mean, I'm just saying they're pretty awesome plays. So
Maybe you can give some suggestions, Josh. Maybe help them optimize
All right,
it a little
so-
bit more for your high standards.
I'm on the clock now. I got Devontae, Julio Jones, Odell, Michael Thomas, David Johnson still out there. I'm not as crazy. Gurley's out there. I think because I'm going to be right here on the turn, I might go Michael Thomas or Juju. I don't really care about.
At
Yeah, I don't
9?
really care about David Johnson here.
I like Gurley there at 9.
You like Gurley?
I like Gurley there. Yeah, talent. I mean, talent's got to win out at some point, right? I mean, running backs are still premium scorers. So,
That is true.
and you're on the turn. You'll be able to get Julio or Juju or Thomas or Adams maybe when you come back around. One of those guys is going to be there. There's not that many picks in between you and your
Okay.
next one.
Per Eric, I went Todd Gurley.
Todd Gurley with the first pick with an arthritic knee. Ugh.
I convinced
You
him.
did.
That's rough.
Why not?
He'll be fine.
What's the worst that could happen? I lose everything?
That's why they have painkillers. Okay? Just shoot him up, put him back on the field, it'll be fine. They do it with Cam and everybody else every year. It's fine.
You are right, though. I'm going to get one of these primo receivers on the turn, which I feel pretty good about. Yeah. And if I get Gurley at 9, who could make or break my year, I only need to start one running back, so I'm not too worried about this. Yeah. Because if he pans out, it's going to look real good.
Yeah. I just took Gurley and Mixon back-to-back in the last league I just drafted in. That was fun.
Gurley and Mixon?
Yeah, I got him at 10 and 11. Because I was on the end. Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah. I'm waiting on... So the next person, they have 2 picks back-to-back. Le'Veon Bell went right before Todd Gurley. I still feel like I got a pretty good value there. And I would much rather have Gurley over Bell this year, personally.
Agreed. That offense is probably going to be a dumpster fire. So
it won't be as bad as Miami's. We know that. Do you guys think that Miami will win a game this year?
Yes.
You said that with not a lot of confidence.
No, they'll win a game. They'll probably win more games than another team.
Then what team? Give me a team you think will be worse.
Do you go
the Bengals?
Oh, a team that'll be worse? You think the Bengals are going to be worse, really?
No. Nope.
No. You guys don't think the Cardinals. So here's the thing about Miami. They're bad at doing anything. They're bad at being bad. Remember all those years where they were 10 and 6 and didn't make the playoffs?
Plus, they
can't mess up to save their life.
Plus, they do have the magic out there.
Well, this is great for them because then they can trade they can move up for Tua and then trade Rosen again.
He's not worth anything anymore.
Rosen?
Yeah.
Dude, Rosen is the quarterback of the future of Miami.
I bet the Patriots would love to get him for like a 3rd rounder next year.
So yeah, I think the Cardinals' offensive line is terrible, so we'll see how that works.
Ooh, Dalvin Cook and Nick Chubb just went off the board. Ooh, I don't like that. Don't like that. So now I'm going to go ahead and get one of those premium receivers, which I have plenty to choose from. Devontae Adams, Julio Jones, Odell Beckham, and Michael Thomas. Tyreek Hill, Juju, they're all there.
So,
ooh,
it is half PPR, which does change a little bit of stuff.
I feel like but really for me, it's between Devontae and Juju.
I would probably go Devontae.
I like Devontae there. He was number 2 overall wide receiver last year, and that's probably not going to change
his
this
offense
year.
Doesn't change as much. Juju has to be the number 1, face number 1 corners. Which could
Devontae's been that guy for years. He knows what he's.
I feel real good about that.
I'd go Devontae.
You would go Devontae for people that heard you computering it up.
Yeah, that was a little sketchy on your end. So the next pick right after I took Devontae Adams with a steal, someone decided to go with the Chicago Bears defense.
So is there any crazy scoring for defenses here?
Not that I'm aware of.
So, and then Michael Thomas went right after that.
That I understand. I understand. Whatever just happened right there, though, was bad. That was bad.
So the Chicago Bears defense. I mean, so what I am going to say, because I am watching this through the FSA app, check it out. You can watch all these drafts, see how people drafted, why they drafted. There's actually comments on the side. So if they don't make their own pick, it even tells you like picks were based on ADP rankings, or a commissioner made the pick for somebody because they're having issues. Or these ones were pre-draft list. So the Chicago Bears pick, somebody put them in their pre-draft queue. Their timer probably ran out, or they were on auto draft, and it automatically selected it for them.
Yep.
Oh, no.
So I don't know if they just had it in there to be like their top defense, and maybe they had internet connectivity issues.
Connectivity.
Yeah.
Then Julio and
those,
David Johnson went next.
So David Johnson,
okay.
I'm surprised he fell this far, to be honest with you.
Well, I didn't want him.
After Nick Chubb and Dalvin Cook, though?
Yeah, I was surprised he went after Connor.
And then Julio Jones is I think Julio might be the steal. In a half PPR, I'm taking Julio over Michael Thomas.
That person now has Patty Mahomes and Julio Jones.
Ugh.
So not a great start, but in a 2 QB, I like Patty Mahomes, obviously. I just didn't want to take a quarterback with my first pick.
Since this will be posted after, where are you looking at taking quarterback here, Josh?
So I'm going to see how this draft goes, right? So I'm thinking I would like to take my first one on the 5th round. Because so far only one has come off the board, and I feel pretty good about it. But if I start to see these guys just dropping like flies, then I'm going to have to take one on this 3-4 turn.
Sure.
But quarterbacks are just so deep. And I think I'd be comfortable with a Goff and Trubisky combo rolling into this league. Yeah. Yeah, I said it.
I like that.
Thank you.
That. King Godfrey and little Mitchell
Yeah,
Trubisky.
why not?
Pretty risky, but
Some deep dish and from Chicago, and then a little West Coast flair there. I like it.
See?
Do that,
Little
Josh.
flair, Brad T. Dad.
I mean, how many pieces of flair do you need for this draft?
37.
37 pieces of flair.
I think it's only 16.
The minimum is 12. The minimum is 12.
So people don't get that reference.
Go watch Office
Please.
Space. Live
I
your
almost
life.
said jump off a cliff.
Gosh.
But that would be
No. Keep listening to our
Go.
show. I was gonna belittle you too, but just go watch Office Space. Nice little. You can relate it to any job you've ever had.
It's probably like $4 on Amazon too.
So the team that's on the board here, this might take the full 2 minutes because they were drafted based on ADP rankings as well. So it looks like they might be auto drafting.
There's nothing worse in a draft than an auto drafter.
I had 2 in my last one, and it really bogged us down. We were cooking. We were moving really well until that point.
And I'm sure whoever this is a lovely person.
And maybe they forgot. Maybe time zone got them. You know, maybe they were thinking it was like West Coast time.
If
you know?
I don't want to belittle this team, the Diablos. If you listen to this podcast, I don't want to belittle you and what you do, but I do not like auto draft. Hopefully there's a good reason for this. Like I said, I'm sure you're a good person, but right now
You're really messing things up.
this is like a stick in the mud.
What region are you in?
I'm in the
again, Josh?
Southwest Scorpions.
Yeah, so if you guys want to check out the FSA, you can go to the drafts. You can see all the drafts for all the different regions. You can see how they drafted. If maybe you have a big draft coming up shortly.
Odell Beckham went.
OBJ? Okay. So that guy has OBJ and Zeke.
That's not bad.
Not bad. I mean,
That's okay.
I
That's
like
all right.
honestly. Okay, cool.
And we're not going to get as much out of him. Juju right after that.
And I'm back.
Ooh. I love that Juju pick.
Where'd you get him at?
Overall, so late second round.
Wow. Nicely done, sir.
He now has Christian McCaffrey and Juju Smith-Schuster.
I like that.
That's
Nice.
tough.
Yeah.
Alrighty.
We get these technical difficulties worked out, Brad?
Yeah, sort of. We lost maybe a couple seconds there, but I'll patch it together. Good old patches of
Yeah,
over here.
Ooh, see
You
now.
lost me for a second,
Yeah.
but we'll be good.
So now D-Watt just went. So that's 2 QBs coming off the board. We got Deshaun Watson and Patty Mahomes. I'm going to pay really close attention to this third round. I'd say if 2 more come off the board, I'm going to have to take my first one.
I would take the first one in the 4th round. That's personally me, where you're at in the draft, being on the back end. It is only a 10-team league, so it's not too terrible, but I would probably go up there and snatch me one up a little bit earlier than normal.
Snatches a Houlihan.
But yeah, so this is pretty fun. What do you, so Eric,
Yeah,
you're just finishing up a draft right now, and while we're waiting for Josh to get on the clock,
I sure did.
how'd your draft go? It was another 10-team league. PPR? I know it was a last-minute ad. You added
PPR, 10-team league. Yep, it was a last-minute ad trying to help a buddy out, keep his league going for this year. Otherwise, they would have had 9 guys, which is
to.
just
Make it a
odd in
guillotine
general.
league. Make it a guillotine league.
Or a vampire league.
Guillotine league. That's cool, actually.
Did you know they have Harry Potter leagues?
Probably they got everything. All right, so where did you pick in this draft, Eric?
I picked at the end. I picked 10, which was great.
10.
I was super happy about it.
Okay, what were your first 2 picks?
I got Gurley and Mixon back to back.
Ooh, I like that.
Yep.
Daddy likey.
Who was your first receiver you took?
I took Edelman in the 4th. I got Fournette in the 3rd.
Oh,
So let's run down your team right now. QB, you have who?
I got Big Ben,
Okay.
Gurley, Mixon, Edelman, C. Cup,
okay.
You love the C cups.
Trey Burton,
Okay.
Lenny Fournette. Browns D.
Nobody cares about Dean Kicker.
And I can't say Fairbairn's first name, so.
Kaimi.
Okay. What's your bench look like? Does your bench look okay? I don't even know every player on your bench. Just give me your top running back and your top wide receiver on your bench.
Top running back on the bench should probably be Cohen or Eckler, and then Lockett on the bench.
Oh, it's Eckler for sure.
Eckler, and then who? And then Tyler Lockett.
Yeah, I got him and Boyd.
That's not a bad team at all. I mean,
no.
Anything crazy happened in your draft? Did you have any crazy kickers going way early?
We had defense to go pretty early. I think it was like 7th or 8th round. I was pretty surprised by that. Some quarterbacks going real early. Not as early as your league, Josh, but a little earlier than I would ever expect a quarterback to go. I think 2nd or 3rd round, which is, I mean, in a PPR league, standard PPR league, I was like, wow, okay. It is 6 points for QB touchdown, so they do have a little more added value, but again, I don't really see that making that much of a difference.
Okay, so after the Juju pick, we had Deshaun Watson go in our league. Then we had Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and now we're waiting. So the Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce was the first player who grabbed Alvin Kamara. They got a pretty strong team so far. Then Antonio Brown just went off the board to the Saquon Barkley and Deshaun Watson owner.
Why don't you say his team name?
The Recasts.
Okay.
The Recast is actually a band, veteran-owned band, and they are a sponsor of FSA.
What?
Oh, nice.
Little free promo for you guys.
Yeah, why not, right?
That's pretty dope.
Actually, I don't know if they're veteran-owned or not, but I know that they're good people.
So, yeah, they got not a bad team.
I mean, my team is going to look stupid, ridiculous whenever I put it together, but...
Is it? I mean, it's going to look stupid.
And it might look ridiculous.
It's going to look stupid.
Because right now you have an arthritic knee and a soft node.
That's fine.
Aw, who's got a soft nug?
Devontae Adams does have a soft dog, dude.
Other than last year,
Yeah.
he's had some issues with health. But
He got a real
he's
soft
got Aaron
nug.
Rodgers throwing the ball. Not a big deal.
Doesn't hurt.
You are on the clock in what?
I'm the Mojave Thundercats.
There you go.
So it's gonna. I'm still got a little ways to go. I don't really anticipate.
What are you looking at here? What?
I'm going to take another receiver here.
Okay, which receiver are you looking at? Because being half point PPR, there you go. Just for Eric over there, half point PPR. Edelman's value is way lower than normal.
Yeah, he's not a 4th rounder like he normally is.
The players that are still up there that I'm looking at: Mike Evans, love him. Stephon Diggs, Joe Mixon, and those are the ones that I'm hoping to get. If not, I will take a Leonard Fournette or.
What about Eckler?
No, it's too early for Eckler.
I mean, if he's going to be the lead back there.
It's too early for Eckler.
Okay.
Just because he's going to be the lead back don't mean nothing. We don't even know if he's going to be the lead back. Maybe he's not.
That's true.
He will be for week 1.
We don't know.
We do know.
Yes, sir.
All right, so here we've had some picks. Now, Joe Mixon's off the board. Then Damian Williams went after him, and then Zach Ertz. So we have 2 tight ends off the board now.
Dang it.
What? Were you thinking of going tight end?
Well, I was hoping Joe Mixon might fall a little bit.
That ain't happening.
Well, clearly. Brad, thank you for that astute analysis. That is very good.
Can't win them all, bud.
Eric, you couldn't hear that, but he was ripping me with like a boss drop. So
Yeah.
Like a balls.
What?
I don't like the Damian Williams pick right there, man. 24th overall. I don't like that. I think this is going to be a timeshare, especially now that they brought in McCoy.
I probably would have taken Fournette over him, but look at the pick again, though. Based off ADP rank. This is an auto draft pick. This isn't somebody in the draft room. This is based off auto ADP, and his ADP over the last night probably hasn't changed since the move was made.
Oh.
So that's why that move was picked there. This is why you need to get in your draft rooms. Make sure you set your pre-draft lists up and make sure you don't put the Bears at the top of them.
Yeah.
Sucks to be that person. Aaron Rodgers just went. So we have our 3rd quarterback coming off the board. I'm gonna swing for one in the 4th round now.
I think you have to on the way back there.
Yeah, it seems like the run's going. So
nobody's taken 2 quarterbacks yet, though. Correct?
Not yet. Not yet.
Actually, that's a lie. The Vols have taken 2. They have Patrick Mahomes and Aaron Rodgers.
That's dumb.
Along with Julio Jones.
That's just dumb.
I mean, it's a 2 QB league with 6 points per touchdown pass, and he's got 2 solid touchdown passers.
Yeah, but when I think about dumb stuff, I think about that. I'm just kidding. No, so I don't know the Vols. I'm sure that they're great. No, I completely understand it. I really do, especially because those 2 guys are going to throw a lot of touchdowns. It makes a lot of sense.
With it being 6 point per touchdown pass as well, I'm also devaluing Lamar Jackson because his rushing ability doesn't give him that difference maker that it normally does in a 4 point per passing touchdown league.
Yeah, that's a good point. His value really probably goes down quite a bit then.
So good job, Matt Brown. And then we have Anthony Ferguson, owner of the team Lucky Ass Ferg, who decided to go ahead and take Russell Wilson.
So it's 4 quarterbacks now, so Josh is sweating over here.
I'm not sweating.
He's sweating. It has nothing to do with the draft, but he's sweating.
I don't sweat that much.
So you're going wide receiver here, correct?
I'm not a sweater.
Or Fournette?
Yeah, I still like what's happening here. Still like it a lot. Lenny's still there. Diggs is still there. Mike Evans. I might go Mike Evans right here.
Mike Evans is going to be your pick?
I think because I only have to start one running back here.
Mm-hmm.
I think I might go Mike
You're
Evans.
in the 3rd round, and you can get Mikey Evans?
Yeah. It's 2 QB
That's
league.
sick value.
Well, you got to look. The 2 QBs that went, then we had a defense go. You know, that's really what's happening here. That's why he's fell.
Yeah.
Oh,
for those of
love
us computer illiterate folks out there, i.e. myself, how do we find the draft and watch this live?
Okay, so if you go to the FSA and then on their little, right underneath their banner, it says draft. You go ahead and click on draft.
Oh, okay.
And then it'll show draft 4 and it'll have the regions. If you find the Southwest Scorpion region, go ahead and click on that and it'll bring it up there. You do have to refresh it manually because as the picks get inputted, Brian goes in here and he uploads them into the site. So we may have a little bit of lag compared to what Josh is because he's actually in the draft room. But that's what's going on. So if you guys want to look back here.
This is great.
And if you guys want to, follow along as we're talking about this and actually see it go down, you can actually follow along and see what we're talking about.
They can't because we're not live.
No. Like after, while we're recording, they can go in here and look. And okay, this is that part.
This isn't live.
Oh, this is what Josh wanted to do, but he couldn't do it because somebody snaked his pick right before him.
Sad.
There's sniping going on.
What happened?
I don't know. I'm just saying if that happens, hopefully it does happen.
No, it's not going to happen. If Mike Evans is there.
I was also accused of sniping picks from a buddy of mine in the league I just drafted in. I was like, no, I don't understand now, but okay, sure.
So it looks like Lenny's going to go. If Lenny goes, then Mike Evans will definitely be my pick.
Why do you think he's going to go?
What good value.
Time is expiring.
Great. Oh, and the Southwest Panthers have been a comment. But they're also the ones that took the Bears in their last pick, so don't know what they're going to do.
Because they have that one already ready to roll.
Yeah.
Matt Ryan.
Okay, Matt Ryan.
So this should not be that much of a problem.
So you are taking Mike Evans?
I'm really tempted to take Lenny.
But you have a running back.
I have a running back.
Do you want 2 injury-prone running backs on your team?
No. I'm gonna take Mike Evans.
Okay.
And then I'm going to
the second best wide receiver on the Buccaneers.
And then I'm going
behind Adam Humphries.
All right.
Adam Humphries isn't on the Buccaneers.
And then I will go ahead and take
he
my
was
QB.
last year, so he's a Titan now. Squeeze me.
I'll take my first quarterback after that.
Okay, so you said you took Mike Evans, correct?
Yes.
In the system, we're up there. We got it going. All right. So you're looking at quarterback now. What quarterback are you looking at taking?
I think I'm going to take Big Ben.
Big Ben. First off the board.
It's Big Ben or Jared Goff for me.
Oof.
There are other ones available like Baker, Jameis.
Matt Ryan's still out there.
Cam Newton. No, he got taken.
He did?
He got taken.
Literally, you just said it. It's 2 picks ago. Yeah.
Yeah, and then there's Carson Wentz, who I don't believe in, and Dak, who I don't believe in. So for me, it's going to be Big Ben.
Yeah, I was getting asked the question in my previous draft in about the 10th round. Was I going to go Wentz or was I going to go Baker? And Big Ben was sitting there right behind him, and I said, thank you. Yes, thank you.
Okay, so 99 Problems, the team who doesn't have a quarterback yet. They took Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, and now they have Adam Thielen. and we're going to see what they decided to do before I take Ben Roethlisberger.
I can't believe Big Ben's going to be the first quarterback you take.
Well, what do you think? Who would you take here?
I mean,
Out of the ones available.
I'd have to look at the list. I can't remember.
I think Goff is probably the only one I would think maybe would have a better season.
Goff. Last time I saw Goff, he looked very bad.
I think they fixed that.
Belichick makes everybody look like that, except for Big Dick Nick.
Mahomes didn't look like that.
That's fair. Okay.
But he wasn't really human last year either, so. If he takes Big Ben, I'm going to be...
I don't think you have to worry about him taking Big Ben.
Delane Tailbot.
What?
Delaney Tailbot. It is the owner. Whenever you hover over the team name,
oh, okay. I thought
it tells you the owner. Really 99 Problems, Delane Tailbot.
That's cool. Pretty neat. This isn't a bad setup. This is pretty nice, actually.
I just don't like the fact that you have to manually reset it. It's not a live thing, almost like ESPN Sleeper.
You're right. That would be one thing that would make it better. But other than that, it's a great setup. I like that it tells you pick made by commissioner, pre-draft list, based on ADP, for those guys that are auto-drafting.
So I've done some drafts in my fantasy league, and this isn't how they go down in my fantasy league. So I think he's using a outside source to put them in.
You think so?
Oh, possibly.
Because I've done some mock drafts in my fantasy league, and they're very similar with chat rooms and where you can talk. All right, whoa. So we missed some stuff here.
Amari Cooper went.
Amari Cooper,
boy.
then Big Ben, and then Jared Cook.
Why?
So Jared Cook, and it's based on
Roderick Williams, the Southwest Panthers, who also just took Matt Ryan, Chicago Bears defense, and Le'Veon Bell.
I don't know what they're doing here.
So the way it looks
Kittle's
to me
still out
is that,
there.
yeah, Kittle is still out there, which is crazy. The way it looks to me is the Bears defense thing might have been just a bad auto draft, like a bad list maybe, but it seems like he's trying to get one really good player at every position, and then or what he deems as one really good player at every position.
But why wouldn't you take Kittle, Evan Ingram?
Clearly
O.J. Howard.
That I don't know. That I can't justify. I can't justify Cook there. If he had gone with one of those other tight ends, then maybe, yeah. If it was Kittle there in the fourth round, that's great value because he's been going in the third in a lot of the drafts I've been in. So,
Roderick Williams, if you listen to this, please give us a ring. Let us know what your thought process is behind this,
You can
bud.
find us at Twitter, at EmptyWagonPod. You can find us on Facebook. You can email us, emptywagonpod@gmail.com.
Yeah, everything else is Empty Wagon FF.
Oh, yeah, sorry. I
Mark-
don't do the drops.
Mark Ingram.
Mark Ingram.
I like that pick. I'm okay with that one.
no, that's about square with where his ADP is. Fourth,
So
fifth round.
now the team that's drafted two quarterbacks is already on the clock again. They have the only other player they have is Julio Jones. What do you think they do here?
They're done taking quarterbacks, hopefully.
Maybe not. Maybe just going to hoard them all.
They got Lenny Fournette.
Okay, Fournette.
Yep.
Doesn't surprise me. They have two quarterbacks now. They have one wide receiver, one running back. They're probably going to go get a running back on their next turn, I'm guessing, because you say you have to start two wide receivers in this league, only one running back. You get two flex spots. One of them's a normal flex that we all know. The other one's just a running back / wide receiver flex, which I don't know why anybody would start tight in there anyway, but hey, things happen.
Hey, if you got Zach Ertz and Travis Kelce, for whatever reason.
I think we have a team like that in our new Dynasty League, don't we, Brad? The Colluders.
Oh, yeah. They traded for him. But I don't mind playing you if you have two tight ends like that.
No, I have no problem with that either.
Even the best tight end is still a middling wide receiver.
Well, that and you're kind of wasting a roster spot. Like, what are you going to do? Play him on a bye week? Like, okay.
Well, you can flex them. But if you're flexing a tight end, when I line up, when I line my team up against yours, yeah, your tight end might be better than my tight end, but now your flex spot, I have more upside, I feel, on my wide receiver / running back in there than a tight end.
Absolutely.
I like some of these picks that were just made. I like them. After Lenny, it went Aaron Jones, which I thought that was decent value for him to go in the 4th round. Stephon
Yeah, that's
Diggs.
not bad.
You love Aaron Jones, so.
I do. Stephon Diggs. Then Kittle goes in the 4th round to the Lunatics, owned by Anthony Mong. And then Josh Jacobs in the 4th round.
Jingleheimer Schmidt.
I think Josh Jacobs, that's too early for him there. I like Diggs. I like Kittle. I like Jones. Those are all good picks at that range.
Whew.
That's really good value for Diggs.
And then Mr. Melvin went off the board.
In the last pick of the 4th round.
That's early.
But what if he goes Eckler right next?
Oh, that's true. He could turn.
Then he could have 2 starting running backs on 2 different teams, which is
Maybe.
quite possible.
This is the same team that has Alvin Kamara, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, and then they took Melvin Gordon. So, whatever. Take a risk on it. You know what I'm saying? Like, you only start one running back, and he has Alvin Kamara. If it doesn't work out, it doesn't work out.
Yeah, it's. I suppose it's fine to take a risk there. He's probably not going to make it back around. I mean, if he doesn't take him at the end here on the turn, yeah, he probably doesn't come back around to him. Somebody's going to scoop him up there.
Yep.
Exactly.
When you're on those bookends like that, you kind of have to get your guy.
Go get your guy.
Yes.
If you can't complain, oh, somebody took my guy. Well, no, he wasn't your guy because you didn't take him.
No, I love the talent of Melvin Gordon. Oh, then a nice pick right after that. Brandon Cooks.
So he has his 2 wide receivers. He has his tight end.
And he's got 2 running backs.
And he's got 2 running backs. One of them obviously can't play, but
They don't have a quarterback, correct?
they do not have a quarterback.
That's a problem. Especially now with them being on the bookends. I fully expect another couple quarterbacks to come off the board here. Not by me, of course, but
The Lunatics is on the clock, correct?
yes.
All right, so they
Although
have...
actually the recast on the clock. And then
Yeah, I have the recast on the clock as well.
That's it for you. So the recasts have Saquon Barkley, Deshaun Watson, Antonio Brown, Josh Jacobs, and they just took Baker Mayfield.
Oh, I don't like that.
The Baker hype's real, like you said. If you want your guy, you got to get your guy. And I think the hype's a little high on Baker, but it is a 2 QB league.
What did he do last year that was so impressive? I'm
Nothing.
sorry.
They got him.
Well,
weapons.
2 years
That's
ago, he grabbed
impressive.
his dick at Ohio State.
That was cool. But I'm talking about like, so we're talking about a guy who played 1 year. Don't get me wrong, he was pretty good, but it wasn't like he blew everyone away with his play. He wasn't Patrick Mahomes out there. So I'm having trouble seeing what the hype is. I understand you added Odell Beckham, but Eli had Odell Beckham, and that didn't really.
It made Eli somewhat fancy. In a 2 QB league, Eli was very relevant.
Okay.
Baker's arm isn't a wet noodle like Eli's. He can actually throw it too.
But I like that quarterback pick to the next quarterback pick, Carson Wentz.
Yeah, I hate
Because
that.
we're also getting thin on quarterback, too. Let's not.
Yeah,
We're
we are.
thinking like, 5th round, you're taking these guys. But like we said, the big guys are off the board.
Is Trubisky still out there? I feel like
He
Trubisky
is.
should have went.
But, I mean, Trubisky's going to be a later guy. You got to take these higher guys because, Wentz and Baker probably won't make it back right to you.
Oh, there's
That's
another
true,
one.
but I don't think Wentz is going to be on the field. So
Then we just got Kerryon Johnson by the Diablos. Cam Newton went to the Warriors, and Keenan Allen to the Vols.
See, Cam is where I thought you would go, Josh. Honestly.
No, I told you I'm out. I'm done with him.
Oh, because you got Bo Nix now.
Oh yeah.
you got Bo Nix.
Shout out to Bo Nix.
And another running back who got hurt last night. So
That
Booby?
was a sloppy game last night.
Put Booby in. Booby gonna spin.
Booby gonna land the
Booby
ground.
Whitlow, baby.
Yeah.
Booby had over 100 yards, and most of it came in the second half. He did really well.
It did. Did you see Oregon blow all their timeouts because they didn't understand how the injured player rule worked?
That was hilarious.
Oh boy.
There was no reason. Look, I'm an Auburn fan. Watched the whole game. We had no business winning that game.
None.
None.
You
Not
did
at all.
not. You
No.
did not. And it made
No.
me sad. I didn't watch the whole thing, but
Did
what
you
I
think-
did see, I was like,
Did you
of
think
course.
Oregon was going to run that kickoff back when that dude broke like 2 tackles?
Yeah, I was like, that's not good. But no, Oregon just didn't want it.
Nope.
Didn't want to win it.
I
So
thought it was bad they showed the Stanford highlights too, right before Auburn came back and took the lead from last year where Oregon was dominating the whole game.
I was texting our friend Kevin because he works with us. He's a huge Oregon fan, and he said, if you guys go back and you kick a field goal to win, we're no longer friends. So luckily we're still friends because they didn't kick a field goal. They scored a touchdown.
Gus Malzahn went for the end zone, baby.
He's coaching like there's no tomorrow.
I mean, if your quarterback ever threw a ball like on the dime, it'd be good if he didn't have to throw every wide receiver that he throws the ball to.
He's a freshman. He'll get there. In high school, they were all open because he played 6A.
Well, they say he hadn't been sacked his whole senior year in high school. He got sacked by Oregon in the second half. They said it's the first sack he's had in a year because his senior year he never got sacked.
Yeah,
Wow.
Things changed last night.
Yeah.
Ferg, you're killing me, dude.
Yeah,
These long picks are killing me.
Both of those teams wanted to give that game to the other team.
Well, the thing is that you saw it last night, and you saw like, okay, well, and this is relevant for the NFL is because Oregon's quarterback Justin Herbert, he's supposed to be an NFL quarterback. I gotta be honest, I didn't see anything out of him that made me think NFL caliber quarterback.
Well, they dropped a touchdown pass in the end zone. Had that been caught, a straight up drop.
Ooh, we just had our first kicker come off the board.
Ooh, here we go.
And we also had Julian Edelman come off the board.
Okay.
So kickers, you know what? So the kicker went to the same team that took the defense. I'm gonna look this team up. Give me 1 second, real quick. We're gonna break down this team for you and tell you why they're going to win the championship. We got Le'Veon Bell with the first pick. All right, whatever. Then we got the Bears. Okay.
Cool. Bears.
Matty Ice, Jared Cook, Harrison Butt kicker. They're gonna kick some butts. Okay. Here's the thing, though. If they win a couple games, minds are going to be blown.
Yeah. That's true. And again,
they don't have a wide receiver yet, or you got to start 2 wide receivers and only 1 running back. But they only got 1 running back.
If they win, it will blow everyone's mind. You are correct.
Like Eric, like you said, they have 1 of each position.
Yeah. They're not going to have any depth, so he's got to rely on everybody being healthy. But if they're healthy, other than bye weeks, he's stacked. I mean, he'll be okay, right?
This team sucks.
You know what? It's just crazy enough to work.
If he wins.
Crazy like a fox.
That's just stupid.
You want to put a pie bet on this?
No, I don't put anything on this.
You want to put shaving your head on this?
No.
In Alaska?
No.
What's the pie bet? What's the pie bet?
That this guy wins. That this guy wins anything.
What? The whole thing or like 5 games?
All right. Ooh, here we go. Here's some good picks, though. Deontay Freeman.
Foreman?
And then
Devonta.
the $40 million man himself.
He wishes.
Dak Prescott.
He wishes.
Oh, this is so stupid.
Which, though, honestly, the Dak Prescott pick, I actually like it because they have Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb, Thielen, Cooper, and Dak's their first quarterback. It's
I
not
don't
a bad
believe in Dak
team.
or Cooper, but yeah, that's honestly, fantasy-wise, it's not stacking up too bad. He's relevant fantasy-wise. I just don't like him as a quarterback.
And you got the stack. And it's 2 QB leagues, so Prescott's going to get owned.
Mm-hmm, sure. Now, I want to see who takes.
And Dak was
after
the 10th quarterback taken off the board, too. So it's not like, oh, Dak's so early. Like, yeah, it's 5th round, but it's the 10th quarterback.
Ooh, then they just went Tommy.
Yeah.
And Tommy Brady. That's terrible.
Oh, wow. Okay.
Tommy. I will not be going down that road. I will be taking a wide receiver here. So, my question is, which wide receiver do I want?
What are you looking at? What wide receivers? Josh is on the clock right now. Let's burn his clock up and get him auto drafted. I would take Gostkowski.
Robert Woods. Don't like T.Y. Hilton. Don't want Tyler Lockett or Calvin Ridley, Corey Davis.
You don't want a top 16 wide receiver?
No.
I love Robert Woods there. That's awesome.
So for me, it's between Robert Woods or Cooper Kupp.
Well, if you're going to take one of them, you take Robert Woods. It's half PPR.
Yeah.
I like Cooper Kupp a little
Then
bit
take
more.
him. Take the guy you want. It's your team, Josh. This isn't our team.
He's so fast.
Who'd you take?
I'm taking C-Cups. I like him. Okay, well, that's fair.
I like the balls there. I like
what I like. I believe what I believe, and I'm okay with it. It's not like I drafted Harrison Butker.
I would have. I mean, they're filling out the roster.
And then they got Tyler Lockett.
See? And that is the wide receiver I probably would have taken here. Honestly.
Because you want Tyler Lockett to do well.
No, because he is the most efficient offense with the best quarterback to be efficient.
You know, I even talked to Brian. Did you know, guys, Brian, the owner of FSA, is also rooting for Tyler Lockett now.
Because of your hair.
because of my hair.
Because you're going to lose your hair.
So we have another person rooting for Tyler Lockett.
You know what? I'm going to tweet at Tyler Lockett this to get him on board with it.
Oh, glorious. Please do.
Because I don't know if you guys saw, they posted the little Twitter feed. Somebody went off and they at Melvin Gordon about, come on, man, you're screwing my fantasy team, blah, 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 blah. And he's like, sorry, bro. Like, he tweeted back, though.
Yeah,
Well,
that's cool.
Well, Melvin Gordon is an avid fantasy football player. He's always at the convention in Dallas every year. He's a big part of that. So he understands it. But he also said, someone took him. He's like, I had to take Melvin Gordon in the 7th round of my draft or whatever. And he was like, 7th? He's like, that was late.
All right, Drew Brees.
That's awesome value for, well, he may not play, but that's still, if you got your other running backs, you're in good shape.
So we have another team taking their second quarterback. This is a third team. Well, fourth team with 2 quarterbacks. They took Drew Brees to pair with Russell Wilson.
Easy breezy. I like that.
I don't like their wide receivers too much because it's Michael Thomas and Julian Edelman. They're very safe plays, but I feel like in the half PPR that they're not going to put up the numbers that you think they are.
No, because Edelman's 10 receptions per game is only 5 points instead of 10. So, yeah, he could have used.
And I worried about
another wide
Edelman's
receiver
finger,
there.
his hands. He's got the finger issue. He hurt the thumb in the 4th preseason game.
He'll just get a little cocaine from Patrick Chung. He won't even feel it. It'll be fine.
No, he'll
Don't
get
worry about
Molly from Wes Welker.
Ooh, pop the molly. I'm sweating.
Oh man.
This is
I do need to take another quarterback. I'm going to have to in the next round. Chris Carson just went off the board, ladies and gentlemen. Chris Carson.
so that I like a lot.
That's a
Matthew Berry has Chris Carson catching 50 balls this year. So obviously he's going to catch about 10. But
Yeah, what does Matthew Berry like when you go and do your own research
he's
and then you
the
look
Mr.
at what
Roto.
Matthew Berry thinks? I get it. He was like the pioneer. That's great. But at the same time, when I hear him talk or I see his rankings, I'm like, he buys into the hype too much, I feel like.
Oh, no. He builds the hype a lot, too.
That's true.
no.
But that's what he gets paid for. So
My second QB just came off the board.
Who just Jared Goff went?
Yeah, so after Chris Carson, Jared Goff,
And then Derrick Henry.
which I don't care about that. That was a dumb pick.
I hate
But-
Derrick Henry.
But that person has 4 running backs.
Let me tell you, yeah, this team, though, they have Zeke, Odell, Damian Williams, Stephon Diggs, Kerryon Johnson, and Derrick Henry. The Derrick Henry, if he's great for him. If he's not, he's not. Like, they don't have to worry about it like everybody else does.
They got to worry about
true.
some quarterbacks
They do.
because they have none.
But maybe they're going Mitch and Lamar Jackson.
Yeah, okay. I'll believe it. when I
Remember
see it.
last year, Mitchell Trubisky in a normal draft was like a 12th round pick.
Yes.
Yeah. Is Philly Rivers still out there?
Yes.
Yeah.
I love me some Philly Rivers.
Robert
Well-
Woods just went off the board.
The Hawaiians. So we have the Hawaiians. They have not taken a quarterback yet. The Lunatics have not. The Diablos have not. Every other team has at least one. Some have 2. So I'm expecting after this turn that at least one of those teams will draft a quarterback. So Phillip Rivers, Mitchell Trubisky, Josh Allen, one of those
But if I'm
characters.
those teams, I'm not too worried about a quarterback. With all these teams with 2 quarterbacks, chance of them taking like a 3rd quarterback this early is very late. I can still pick up players. It's kind of like being in a normal league. Well, I'll say a 1 QB league, and once every team's got 1 quarterback, you still don't have to go get a quarterback because now chances are they're not going to draft a 2nd quarterback.
Were you in our redraft league?
There'll be a couple outliers. There's always a couple outliers.
Because that was bad.
So is that one Andre or that one Taco?
So I saw Andre in another show. It was called The Good Place. Have you guys seen The Good Place?
Yes.
I love that show.
I've heard it's hilarious. I haven't watched it yet.
It's pretty good.
Kristen Bell, second best thing she's ever done next to Frozen.
No, she was in Forgetting Sarah Marshall.
Yeah.
She was also Veronica Mars, but let's not talk about she.
Have you watched the new movie?
No.
I don't even know what that is. What is Veronica Mars?
Generational divide. Generational
Shut
divide.
down. It's on Hulu. Go watch
You guys
it.
are
They've
like
never
2
seen
years older than me.
it. Obviously.
Apparently, we're old enough to be. Oh boy.
All right. Well, whatever.
Marlon Mack.
I don't hate it.
It's not bad. They have 3 running backs.
They need another receiver.
They do need, but when you get this late and we're looking at after the Robert Woods and Tyler Lockett's. They're kind of all dart throws, right? Like the Mike Williamses. It's a lot of these wide receiver twos anyway. So
I like Mike Williams as a solid flex or solid two. I don't mind him at all.
No, but with this league where you only have to start 2 wide receivers, yeah, you need a second one, but I wouldn't reach on him. I'd rather go get me a third running back to fill in the other flex spot.
No, I agree with you there because it is half-point PPR. So yeah.
Right now, I'm looking at the Vols owner Matt Brown probably winning the whole damn thing. Patrick Mahomes, Julio Jones, Aaron Rodgers, Leonard Fournette, and Keenan Allen, and then he's got Chris Carson, who he picked up in the 6th round.
Yeah, we made fun. You were like, oh, yeah.
Yeah, I did make fun of him, but now looking at how he's pieced together this team, good
nice
job,
little
Matt
roster
Brown.
to 2 QB league right there.
He's got the difference maker in quarterback. Where you have Big Ben, which will have great points at the end, but he's going to have huge weeks and down weeks, which is what Big Ben does.
Unless Aaron Rodgers breaks that clavicle, which he probably
But
will.
even if it does,
Again.
he's going to draft a third quarterback, probably.
Yeah.
I see every team in here taking a third quarterback. How many bench spots do you get, though, by the way?
So we start 2. We got 16 rounds.
Ooh.
So I think it's 5 bench spots.
The Hawaiians took their first quarterback, Kirk Cousins.
I'm not surprised by that pick.
So everybody was down on Kirk Cousins last year because there was so much hype with him and on the Vikings.
Yeah, he got paid $84 million.
Yeah, but it was like he's going to throw like 70 touchdowns and 6,000 yards. He threw for 4,000 yards last year still.
Did it feel like it?
No, it didn't because
No.
the hype was so high. I think the hype's more right now where he's a middle tier, like middling quarterback. Interchangeable.
He's the missionary position of quarterbacks. Like, you know what you're getting.
I like him over
week
Drew
in, week
Brees
out.
now.
The missionary position.
I like him over Drew Brees going forward.
I like Drew Brees, though, can still put up those crazy numbers if he wants to.
But the offense isn't going to do that.
Yeah, it's not geared towards that anymore. It's
No,
geared
but he
towards the run.
can. Like, say,
I
God
can
forbid,
want in one
for all
hand
the
and
fans
shit in the
out
other.
there, say Kamara gets hurt. Brees can sling it 50 times a game and throw for well over 5,000 yards.
Don't
and
ever
however
say
many
that
touchdowns.
Kamara gets hurt.
So.
He's an angel.
Also, Colin Kaepernick gets signed tomorrow and rush for 8,000 yards.
He's not. Colin Kaepernick isn't signing with anyone.
Yeah,
Numbers aren't that good, people.
No,
I
he's
don't
not.
think that's
He wasn't
gonna
a good
happen.
quarterback.
Do people remember his last season in the NFL? His last couple seasons in the NFL? They weren't that good.
Where he
Let's
had
not
like a
talk-
50% completion
It's
percentage?
the whole Parks and Rec thing. Don't look at the stats. Look at the loud flashing objects that are going on. Okay? Don't look at the fact that he kneeled, but he was also benched in that game for lesser known backups.
Facts. People don't care about that stuff, though.
No. All right. So the team that took Kirk Cousins, though, the Hawaiians, Alvin Kamara and Melvin Gordon are their 2 running backs, but you only have to start 1. Tyreek Hill and Brandon Cooks are their 2 wide receivers, and Travis Kelce's their tight end. Still a nice team, I think.
I mean,
It looks
not a
like
lot
they're
of depth,
searching-
but man,
I think this team that took Ben Roethlisberger has the worst team on paper right now.
Are you crazy?
Yeah?
No.
Let me match you up to the team that's drafting right before you. Okay? Your running back, Todd Gurley. Their running back, Le'Veon Bell. I give the edge to Le'Veon Bell.
All
I
right.
think he plays more games this season.
Okay.
Their defense compared to yours, you have no defense. Okay? You got the edge in wide receiver. Okay? Quarterback, they got Matt Ryan. You got Big Ben. Edge there. Tight end, you have no tight end. They have Jared Cook. So right now, kicker, they got butt kicker. You got nothing. So right now, when I'm looking at like week 1 projections, you're getting destroyed by them.
Are you out of your damn mind? We just had our second kicker come off the board too, Will Lutz.
Ooh, that's your kicker.
Yeah, I do like.
from
But
above
they
to my
needed
left.
another quarterback. What is happening here?
Get your guy. Get
Yeah.
your guy. No, that was crazy, Will Lutz. I don't understand it. I was all about their draft till
that's
then.
pretty early.
Then there was a lot that happened after that, though. Calvin
Oh,
Ridley
wow, yeah.
went for the team that has Deshaun Watson, Baker Mayfield as his second wide receiver. So they're going AB and Calvin Ridley as their 2 starting wide receivers. And this is, again, why I'm not upset with people not taking wide receivers, because I'm not too high on the wide receivers that are here right now.
Yeah, Ty really suffers from not having luck now, and then Ridley's he's kind of the de facto second guy, but
Yeah. Then the Lunatics took Sonny Michel.
I really like that pick in the 7th round.
It's great, too, because they don't have to start him at all, or they can start him with the flexibility you have in this league.
That's
They
some
have Joe
yummy
Mixon
trade
and
bait
McCaffrey.
right there. That's what that is.
And then T.Y. Hilton went to the same team that has Derrick Henry, Kerryon Johnson. So he still is not taking them but running backs and wide receivers. The Diablos. If you were in those guys' draft room with him, would you be asking what's going on?
No.
Are you a little confused?
No, you go for it, dude.
Do you think they need a quarterback, or are they in the same boat where maybe they wanted Kirk Cousins, he didn't come back around?
No,
Because there's a teardrop here after Kirk Cousins.
they're effed in the A.
I don't think so.
Yeah, super effed.
Because look at this next team that went. This next team only has one wide receiver as well. The Warriors? Is it the Warriors?
Yep.
All right. They took David Montgomery. They also have Aaron Jones and David Johnson. They only have one wide receiver. They do have the two quarterbacks, and they have a tight end. Still better than Josh's team, but I still don't understand it.
I have a phenomenal team.
You do, but the Vols?
The what? The Vol? Yeah, the Vols. They have.
They're killing you.
I said they might win the whole thing.
Killing you.
They are, because they just took O.J. Howard.
Not who I would have picked there, but yeah, I like it.
Yeah, he really needed a receiver there.
As the fifth wide receiver, or as the fifth tight end off the board, I'm fine with that. Because you can get these wide receivers that are up there aren't
Yeah, but my
game-changing wide receivers.
the tight end that I hope to get will be Evan Ingram. Right
Trey
now,
Burton?
Evan Ingram right now.
Oh,
If Ferg doesn't draft him,
Oh, you don't know what this team are draft right for. You have no idea what they're doing. So they could take.
the Panthers.
Yeah.
Yeah, they could. They already have one tight end, Jared Cook, who they took before Kittle. So it would not surprise me if they decided to torpedo the entire league, and
They might go defense again.
they just might. They might load up on.
that's great.
Speaking of defense, let's talk about some other moves that happened in the NFL. Kiko Alonso, the Dolphins traded to the Saints.
They tried to.
They traded Kiko Alonso to the Saints.
The Saints are getting good.
I mean, Kiko Alonso, he isn't what he used to be, right? He's getting older.
He's
He's a
a
sure
he was
tackler in that linebacking core.
he's a
He was
psychopath.
in Buffalo. He was real good.
Yeah, and he went to
Once upon a
Miami,
time.
and that sign, he got hang out with the old people, and he aged a little faster. He should have.
No, wait.
Yeah,
Was he in
you're talking-
Buffalo?
Yes,
yeah,
he
he was
was.
in Buffalo. Okay.
That's where he
Once
started, and then they traded him to the Eagles.
For Shady.
Yep. For Shady.
Oh, so it is my turn to pick now, and I will be drafting.
All right, so while Josh drafts, we'll talk about the picks that went right for him. Tariq Cohen and Jarvis Landry. As I'm talking about wide receiver, I'm not big on Jarvis Landry either. So
No, a lot of mouths to feed on that team, and this is a half-point PPR league, so I think he's devalued a lot because I don't think he's gonna get any red zone targets.
Ooh, there's still some good tight ends left.
Got to feed OJ or OBJ. You got to feed Chubb.
you taking
Got
Evan Ingram?
Njoku.
I think I'm going to take Evan Ingram.
Josh is taking Evan Ingram.
In what round?
In the
seventh, the end of the seventh?
Yeah. Yeah, I feel good about that.
The sixth tight end off the board. You weren't thinking Hunter Henry?
No, actually, I wasn't. I really like Evan Ingram because of the lack of options.
Okay. I didn't know if you were going to take somebody else and see which one of those tight ends fell to you.
And now I'll draft my second quarterback because they're getting kind of thin, boys. Kind of thin.
Who are you looking at quarterback wise? Goffley?
Philippe.
No, Goff's gone. Never mind.
No,
Philippe.
Goff's gone.
Yeah, he's gone.
Yeah. Ooh, Big Ben and Philippe Rivers. I love that.
So it's him, Jameis, Jimmy G, Josh Allen, Jacoby, Lamar Jackson. Those are really the only guys left considering.
Rivers is by far
You
the
need
best
to go
guy
grab
available.
Rivers. I do worry without Gordon there. His numbers were worse last year without Gordon. But the team as a whole was worse.
He'll be okay. Eckler will pick it up. Sling it, Philly. Feed them kids.
Yeah, I feel like I got a pretty complete team, and everyone else will just be buffers for just in cases.
Buffers for when you get second place to what team was that again, Brad?
Ferg? No, not Ferg.
No.
The Vols.
No, the Panthers.
The Vols.
Panthers with Le'Veon Bell.
No,
Chicago Bears.
No,
Matt Ryan.
that's
Jared
not-
Cook. Harrison Butker. Tyler Lockett, a top 16 wide receiver. And it actually might be higher because this is half PPR.
Do you guys want to wrap this episode up, or it's been an hour? Or are you going to splice and dice?
We can cut a little bit. We got a little bit in the middle I got to chop out.
I love the Vols team. That's great.
Well, good. I'm glad you guys are all enjoying that.
We're not drafting. We have to give you
We might have to do Vol Watch 2019.
I like it.
Speaking of the Vols, the Vols actually played a football game yesterday, the Tennessee Vols, and they lost to
Shocking.
Georgia Southern.
Have the Vols been good in what? Not since Colt McCoy?
Okay, he did not play for them.
He played for Texas.
Oh, he was Texas.
I think you're Peyton Manning is who you're thinking of.
No. Who was the guy after Peyton Manning when they actually won a title?
I want to say Dobbs. That's not right, though, is it?
I don't know.
I can't remember.
Now I gotta Google it. Hang on.
I don't watch Tennessee football.
Nobody watches Tennessee football.
There's people out there who do, man.
Oh, yeah,
baby. Woo.
They got a hard fan base of puke orange people that just love them Vols. Not my color. Yep, see, Hunter Henry went, so I had to get the tight end that I wanted. I had a feeling that they were not going to take another quarterback since they already have two, and now I will get Philippe, who I feel.
You don't know that?
I will get Philippe. I feel very confident I'll get Philippe.
You hope you'll get Philippe. He's listening right now.
They might share up a third quarterback.
No.
I'm just saying. There's only 32 teams in the NFL.
If they do, I would have to let Jameis be my 2, and I don't like that.
Yup.
Don't like that one bit.
Because then you'll have 2 guys that morally you hate.
I don't hate Phillip.
No, if you have to take Jameis.
Yeah.
Was it Clausen? That can't be right.
Jimmy Clausen played for Notre Dame.
Yes, he did.
No, Casey Clausen, not Jimmy Clausen.
Who's Casey Clausen?
Casey Kasem?
No, he's a black dude. He was
a Volunteers quarterback according to Wikipedia.
Charlie Ward?
Wasn't Charlie Ward.
Nah, it's just I listen to who was the old Florida State coach that used to say Charlie Ward all the time?
I don't remember.
No, who's the old coach?
For Florida State?
Yeah.
Bobby Bowden?
Bobby Bowden, yeah. He'd always talk about Charlie Ward.
The old ball coach.
Because he won the Heisman and then went to the NBA.
There we go. So James White came off the board. Now I got Philippe. Exactly how I planned it.
Are you thinking defense kicker?
No.
So what else? Do you want another wide receiver? Or do you
I want another wide receiver. Actually, I want another running back first, but
okay.
It's going to be a while before anything comes back around.
I know. So let's just talk about what running backs are out there and what you're looking at running back wise. So just so people know, you have Todd Gurley and you have Devonta Freeman. So if anything we know about these 2 guys, they are the picture perfect of health. You have nothing to worry about in the playoff stretch of these guys being hurt and not on your team.
No, I'm good. But I only need to start one.
You do only need to start one, but you probably want to start one.
Well, there's some guys out there that I really like still. There's a Devin Singletary. There is Tevin Coleman. Austin Eckler is still out there. Miles Sanders still out there. Duke Johnson. I like Duke Johnson to be my RB3. I can live with that. Adrian Peterson, who I won't take anytime soon, but he's still out there. Kalen Ballage. There's a lot of guys I like out here. A lot of guys. A lot of depth.
So are you looking at like a Miles Sanders?
That's
probably where you'll go.
If he
a
falls.
younger guy that could probably take over the job by the end.
Oh, if he falls, that would be so sexy.
He might, though, because really most teams, except for this team that's on the board right now, because I have no idea what they're doing, neither do they. The Panthers are looking good, though. They have a full roster. Their team is filled.
They do have enough to – no, they still need one more flex.
No, but this is going to be it right here.
Wouldn't surprise me if they – no, they need another quarterback too.
Oh, okay.
Wouldn't surprise me if they go QB here. Or maybe they go another defense. Who knows? I don't know what their draft strategy was here. I don't know.
So you know what's kind of blowing my mind right here? So I was talking about the wide receivers that are left. Chris Godwin still hasn't been taken.
Oh, my goodness. I don't like that.
They went Josh Gordon.
Oh.
Because they wanted a player for 4 games.
Flash is still there?
Okay, for one, Josh Gordon will play the whole season.
No, he will not.
No, he won't.
Yeah, he will.
No, you're hoping that because you took him in rehab.
No.
Week 12.
He will play the whole season.
No,
why did he not play the whole season last year?
Weed.
No, because
mental health
when
issue.
the Patriots traded for him, there were stipulations on how many games he played, on what the picks and stuff were. Weird that he went before it jumped up again. Crazy how that works.
Well, he said it was for me time to make sure that he could take care of himself and get his head right. That's what I believe. That's what he said.
So Kyler Murray went. A team has 3 quarterbacks now.
Ooh.
Which is the only way I take Kyler Murray if I have 2 other solid guys that I want to start.
Right.
And then Chris Godwin finally goes.
Your boy.
Blew my mind.
To the Vols.
To the Vols.
To the Vols. He is killing it.
I'm just saying, they're my new favorite team on this thing.
Matt Brown, good luck, bud. You got this locked up. Enjoy your money. Okay? Enjoy your money.
Well, I don't know if that's fair, but
it's absolutely fair. His team is fantastic.
All right, then Kenny Galladay and Tyler
it's pretty
Boyd.
good. It's pretty good.
Kenny Galladay and then Tyler Boyd went. So I'm still looking at Diablos right now, and they still don't have a quarterback. Do they know that this is a 2 QB league?
Oh, yeah. You're getting real thin. What do you got left there, QB?
Jameis. And that's all we want him into.
Yeah, it's not looking good.
Lamar Jackson and Jameis, maybe?
Lamar. You got Josh Allen.
I like
Darnold.
Josh Allen more than Lamar in this situation.
Let's not forget Trubisky's still out there, guys.
He's still there?
Trubisky's still
16 quarterbacks have been taken.
Trubisky's still there.
That's about right. That's where he finished last year. He was 17 last year. So,
but he won't. There he is. He just fell to the lunatics.
Oh, okay.
I kind of want to get to your next picks, Josh. We'll see if we can. But we have a lot of stuff going on.
Yeah, and we got another Ferg pick in there, which using the whole time.
Got to, man.
Brian, I just text Brian, who owns FSA, and he's like, "Yeah, Matt Brown, he does very well every year."
Oh, crazy!
So
I wonder why.
He's
Look
a
at his
pro.
draft strategy.
He knows what he's doing.
On point.
Does he want to run a fantasy podcast?
Yeah, right. He should come on the show.
Well, that's fair.
Now that we
just
can
as a guest,
rotations.
Josh, he doesn't have to take your spot.
Yeah.
Yeah, because I'll start my own show, the Josh Hughes Fantasy Football Show.
I got so many names.
I got so many names for a football podcast.
All right, Eric Ebron went off the board as a first tight end for a team. Not the worst tight end we've seen drafted.
That's great value there. That's fine. I got no problem with that.
And the top guys are gone, so we don't really know what's going to happen with the rest of these.
But I think he still has top guy upside though.
He still has touchdown upside. Yeah.
Yeah. I think he can still be a top 5 tight end.
And Jacoby Brissett was there watching what happened with him all year. You know, he watched Andrew Luck threw him the ball in the end zone. He caught it. Weird. How about we throw this guy the ball in the end zone and see if he catches it?
Huge pause. Just throw it in there.
Huge pause. He drops it a few times, those huge balls.
He's a little dropsies, but in the red zone, huge pause.
Who's not? All right, Jameis Winston's off the board.
Oh, boy.
So the Hawaiians have Alvin Kamara, Tyreek Hill, Travis Kelce, Melvin Gordon, which is still, they only have 2 running backs. For this format is not terrible, but you probably need somebody for a bye week at least. Brandon Cooks, Kirk Cousins, and then Jameis Winston. So they have their 2 quarterbacks, which I'm not upset with the 2 quarterbacks. You have Jameis, who's a wild card. You have Kirk Cousins, who's more of a steady Eddie.
Let's not forget their kicker, Will Lutz.
Oh, yeah, and they got Will Lutz. He'll drive you nuts.
From up under my nuts, Will Lutz.
Which team still needs a QB?
Diablo. El
real
Diablo,
thin.
the fighting
They got 1, 2, 3 picks until they get on the clock. Oh, boy.
This ain't good. But the other teams already have 2 quarterbacks, so he should be.
But we're in the place where people might start taking 3 quarterbacks.
I'm not taking a third one until my 11th pick.
You're not. I'm just saying there's already been one team that took a 3rd quarterback.
They took Kyler. He's not even a quarterback.
Quarterbacks are starting to get scarce. People are going to want their guy.
He's not even a real person. He did do Baker wrong in that Heisman commercial yesterday, though. Did you guys see that?
No.
Yeah, it was pretty good.
Baker's Heisman commercial?
They do the Heisman House commercials, for Nissan.
Uh-huh.
And Baker was in there. He was like trying to explain how everything goes to Kyler and stuff, because they both played at Oklahoma together. And he's like, and at the end of it, he's like, yeah, the rookie always gets the bags. Well, Kyler showed up and everyone's like, dang, nice suit. And they let him come outside and they're like, get the bags. And they called him like Brian or something. He's like, it's Baker. It's Baker.
It's
Come on.
Baker Mayfield.
It's Baker, guys.
Top 5
Jordan?
QB this year, boys. Top 5.
No.
The Hawaiians took Jordan Howard
He's not even going to be better than
as their
Lamar Jackson this week.
third running back, but second one that's actually signed to play a game this year.
Then Mike Williams. Antonio Brown, Calvin Ridley, and Mike Williams. I do not like their wide receiving core. But they got
Mike
Baker.
Williams made it that long. Wow.
Yeah.
But they got Baker. Got Baker.
Such a solid number 2, though. I love that there. That's good. That's awesome value.
Better than the Calvin Ridley pick they did.
Yeah. I would have taken
Fair.
Ridley over Williams. Lunatics, and then the Diablos have to take a quarterback, right?
They don't have to do anything.
I mean, they don't have to, but at this point, you're going to leave those spots open. They don't have one yet, right?
Right. They are solid, though. Their running backs and wide receivers are probably the most solid running back / wide receivers.
But I feel like he shot himself in the foot, though, because it's a 2 QB league. And it's 6 points per passing touchdown.
Maybe he
I feel
thinks
like
he can hit, Alex Smith,
What?
Dwayne Haskins.
Andrew Luck.
Maybe he thinks he can hit, what I'm saying is, 2 years ago, Alex Smith was the number 1 quarterback, wasn't drafted. Patrick Mahomes was, sparingly drafted, was the number 1 quarterback.
Do you think he's going Mariota and Fitzmagic?
Maybe. Fitzmagic was a number 1 quarterback, was a top.
And in Miami, they have nothing to lose.
No, and they're going to say sling it. Throw 6 picks, and if he gets 5 touchdowns, that's something you forget when you do 6 point per touchdown pass, is that it's still only 2 for an interception, right?
Yes, it is.
So the risk reward is a lot
net
better.
Gains, right? Net gains.
Yeah.
He's getting 30 for
Andy
touchdown
Luck got
passes,
drafted.
But he's losing
No, he
12
didn't.
for picks.
He took his
Fine.
first quarterback.
Oh,
The Diablos took their first quarterback, Andrew Luck.
I was on your side, Diablos.
Oh,
Yes.
no, really?
Yes. Congratulations, Diablos, for taking your first quarterback. A retired 29-year-old Andrew Luck. Congratulations.
Pick was made based off ADP rank.
I don't
That
care. Grow up
I just want
and
to make sure
draft
he
your own
didn't put it
team.
in himself.
Now, will you see, based on something like that, will you see any kind of,
Penalty?
no, not penalty, but will there be recompense? Will it get changed later on? Or is this these are final? This is
He'll
it.
have to make a waiver wire move.
Yeah, he
Yeah,
made
so
his bed.
stuck.
He's got
Okay.
a lie in it.
No,
You gotta lie
no
in that bed.
do-overs. Got it. I
No.
like that.
Hey,
Unlike
if Andrew
our
Luck was
redraft league.
if Andrew Luck was still playing, that'd be great value. To get him in the 9th round,
If he was still playing.
the 19th quarterback off. I'm just saying, if we're gonna be throwing stones in glass houses here, boys.
Ugh.
Then we got DJ Moore and Allen Robinson go off. Allen Robinson went to the Vols. My gosh, man, he's crushing it.
He's a number 1 receiver. What is happening?
Who lines up on the right side from Mitchell Trubisky?
Yeah, who only likes to throw to the right side.
Yeah, so he is clearly my competition.
So, Josh, we're going to cut this off at your last pick. What are you looking at taking here? Let's just get everybody. I'll remind everybody what you have. You have Todd Gurley. You have Devontae Freeman as your only running backs. You have Devontae Adams and Mike Evans as your wide receivers with Cooper Kupp.
This will be the running back pick where I go for Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders.
Yeah.
If he
Your
happens
receiving
to,
corps is fire, though.
Corey
Thank you.
Davis just went. Good thing, because you probably would have drafted him like a dumb.
No,
Corey Davis.
I would not. I've been trying to trade him in Dynasty for like a week.
Yeah, it ain't gonna happen.
I can't
Nobody wants
get
that.
anything out of him.
I'd give you like half a Rusty now.
If you give me a
half.
3rd round pick for 3 years from now, I'll take it.
No,
See? So,
I want to see what the Panthers are doing because this team is blowing my mind right now. I'm loving this team, loving it.
why are you loving this
Brad,
team?
make sure you give a
No,
recap.
because it's coming together so well.
Because they do whatever they want.
Yeah, because I'm looking at this lineup here. Le'Veon Bell is your only running back you have to start. Matt Ryan is your 1 quarterback.
They need another one.
They do need another one, and right here if they go quarterback, sold.
What if it's like Jacoby Brissett? You sold on that?
Yes,
All right.
because he's not Andy Luck, but
They actually went Lamar Jackson.
He's a starting
Lamar
quarterback
Jackson.
in the NFL.
That is honestly what I wanted to do because you have Matt Ryan who's solid. I can take a wild card with Lamar Jackson. I don't mind this team. And then I'm starting Tyler Lockett, Jarvis Landry, and Josh Gordon. It's not that bad.
Let's
Okay,
just say
so
the Panthers and the Vols are going to be duking it out in the title game. That's all I have to say about that.
okay, so there's Philip Lindsay left, Devin Singletary, Tevin Coleman, Austin Eckler. Maybe I'd go Eckler right now.
You know what? I'd probably take Eckler.
I would do that. Absolutely.
And if you want to wait and Miles Sanders is there on your way back through, grab him there. That's me.
Take Eckler and then take a risk on Philip Lindsay if he's there.
Ugh. That's gross. I'd rather take a risk on Miles Sanders.
Would you, though?
Yeah.
I don't know, man.
What about J.D. McKissick?
Smooches?
He just got signed.
I think I'll pass on Smooches. To get Eckler a starting running back in the 9th round, I feel pretty good about that.
Yeah, that's fantastic.
So you don't have to start.
Yeah, I don't have to.
You have 3 running backs that are none of them stay healthy.
All injury prone. Together, they can make one, though.
But as long as they don't get injured together,
I hope they make one decent. And my 3rd quarterback will be Eli. Or whoever's left at the end of this thing. Who cares?
Really, Eli?
Who cares?
Oh, no.
Maybe it'll be Daniel Jones.
So, for all you hard knockers out there, me and Eric and
Love
all
it.
you, Keelan Doss, the hype train of Hard Knocks, was cut by
They cut him?
He gets into the practice squad, but the Jaguars have signed him.
Yay!
So he is on the Jaguars, Keelan Doss. It's going to be a sad episode this week when they have to show him getting cut in Hard Knocks.
Ooh,
Brutal.
Duke
And then
Johnson
he's not
just
gonna
went
be
off the
on.
board.
I might cry.
Man.
Okay, so it's my turn again. James Washington and Duke Johnson went off the board. This will be the last pick that everyone will hear.
J.D. McKissick, got it.
Okay, so now I have to
Big hop.
choose. Now I
Carlos
have,
Hyde.
now I have to choose between.
He just moved. He moved again, and I can't remember where he went. He went to the Texans, right?
Yeah.
Is that it?
Miles Sanders
LaShawn McCoy.
or AJ Green.
Get you a piece of that
Who's
Chiefs
still out
offense.
Ooh.
Sammy Watkins,
Wait,
MVS is still out
he
there.
tore ligaments in his ankle. I don't.
The AJ Green news where they say he just barely missed the IR really makes me really nervous.
Like,
I think
he won't play. He probably only played like 2 games this season, but if we make the playoffs, he'll be there.
I think I'm going to go Miles Sanders.
Miles Sanders, I mean,
He's
not bad.
he's my guy.
He's your guy.
I feel like I got to take him in every draft that I can get him.
Honestly, if Shady falls all the way back, I would probably grab him. With the way this league is, you can dump Shady because only
One has to start.
yeah.
But I mean, I don't
Because
know.
even if Shady doesn't start the season off well, but if something happens to Damian Williams, you have a running back in a prolific offense with a coach that he's familiar with.
Kareem Hunt just went before Shady.
That's stupid.
That was your boy, the Panthers.
Yes. No. That's stupid. It's dumb. Just because you're my boy doesn't mean you're not stupid picks. Kareem Hunt's a dumb pick.
Yeah, I concur.
Yeah, he may
not
not
playing
touch the
till week
field
10.
this year. Yeah.
He's not playing. Week 10 is the earliest he'll play.
Yeah. And he did not look good in preseason. I think we talked about that last week.
Yeah. All right. Well, anything else? So, Eric, how did you like this via satellite?
It's not bad. We got a few kinks to work out, but we'll get it there. We'll get it there. Hopefully, if we can get everything squared away, we can bring you guys video soon.
Ooh, you can see this ugly mug.
Yeah.
I'm excited. Go ahead.
We are not handsome individuals, but
We can see your
we'll
dog
be here.
behind you scratching her head and stuff, and your cat's jumping up on the bed.
I'm amazed they've been quiet the entire time. That's what
I'm kind of comfortable for the fact that we will be able to do this from our own homes.
chilling.
And I like doing this from our own homes, and I think it's going to be much smoother because we all have better internet at our houses than we do in this building.
Yes.
No kidding, man.
We got to hard line some stuff into some stuff, drilling the walls.
Yeah, I don't know
might
how
have
to
to.
hard
Might have to cut some holes in some walls and stuff, but I'll make it work.
All right. Well, thanks for tuning in to Wagon Fantasy Football Podcast. I hope you enjoyed this bonus episode. You can hit us up on Twitter, Facebook, and Instagram at EmptyWagonFF. Eric is going to be at Gunsaveld19, Brad at Tack Jones, and I am at FF Josh Hughes. Enjoy your week, and I hope you win your league as long as you're not the Vols. Matt Brown, killing me. Good luck.
Go Vols and go. What was the other team?
The Panthers?
Panthers. Go.
Panthers, baby. All right, and later we will have Josh's full team in the description below so you can see how he messed up on this whole thing.
Okay.
We'll also
All right.
put the vaults in there so you can compare